V-BM3D. Someone wanted to me to talk about the V-BM3D, but yeah, I just talk about both of them because the BM3Ds, the black matching and 3D filtering for just the single image denoising, but V-BM3D is a video denoising. Now let's just go get started with the flowchart of the V-BM3D. Maybe that one is better for understanding. V-BM3D has the two steps. That we have the noisy video here. Has the two steps and in each step has 5 parts. First of all, we have the video, the noisy video, and just for each block in each image of each frame of the video. First of all, we want just grouping and collaborating filtering. That one use the predictive black matching search. And I talk about this one later. This search is really interesting. It's really, I really like that. Okay, after this one, after finding the blocks that's similar to this block, for example, this block in the first frame, and that the similar blocks are all of the blocks, all of the frames. So we have something like that. That we have the 8x8 block as a reference block, and just found, for example, 18 blocks that blocks are similar to this block. We have something like that. Then we call it SX. And SX is a set. The set of the block is a set of the coordinate of all of these blocks, and that one means this one. Okay. After this search, we just apply the 3D transform. And this 3D plot, and then apply the hard thresholding, filtering on it. After that, again, 3D transfer, but the inverse of that. end of this after apply the inverse 3D transform, we have something like these 3D blocks. So what we need just one block. Just we need one block that is so similar, that has a denoise block. We need, here we have just 3D blocks here. But we need just one block as a denoise block of this block. We use the weight. I just talked about the weight earlier. Just find the weight from this set here, and apply and use this weight and these 3D blocks, and after that we have just one block that has a denoise block. In step 2, just assume that we work on all of the blocks for all of the frames. They just applied step 1 on all of the blocks for all of the frames here, and now we have the denoise. We have this kind of denoise image, denoise frames here. But again, we started for the block something like that, but a little different. We have again black matching, predictive black matching search here. We have 3D black matching, 3D blocks here, and also we use these blocks just upload, just some equation. Just upload the transform, 3D transform for both of them. And then instead of using the hard thresholding, just using the Wiener filter here. Again, of the weight of here, this kind of the aggregation here. That one is the final blocks, and this would be final frames. We just apply for all of the blocks and for all of the frames. Okay. That means about the V-BM3D. If you don't have any question, I'm going to just move on this one. Okay.
I have a couple of questions.
Okay.
So what's the 3D transform and inverse 3D? So you mean?
I talk about just
so
the schema of the flowchart of the V-BM3D. For example, for this one is a V-BM3D. For the V-BM3D, just work on the single image instead of working on all of the frames. Just working on just one frame here, and for the search of the blocks, just search. For example, for this block, just search for this block. Just for this frame, just one frame, just one image. Okay.
One question. step 2, how you mix 2, 3 block and apply to it.
This one? Yeah, I talk about this one. Yeah, now I started from the first step, the step 1 and first part as a predictive search. For the predictive search, yes, it's really interesting. Just think about this one is just the frame 1. Yeah, and current frame. It has to be like current frame is this frame 1. I want to found the blocks, literally blocks for this block. I mean that the similar blocks for this block in all of the frames. Okay. Exactly for, you just found that this block here, I mean the coordinate of this block here, and the search area around this block just here. For the, the predictive search is something like that. It's for just, we try to find this block in this search area, and for example found, and that we use that the tuner for finding the similar blocks. For example, we found we found 8 blocks that are similar to this one, and just sort. For example, this sort just 8 blocks, and after that, found the 2 most similar blocks here that they are so similar to this block. Okay. So it should be, for example. If n2 is equal to 8, and n2 is all of the blocks that are similar to this block. For example, we found all of the possible blocks, but just found the 8 of them.
And after the possible blocks in the search area?
Yeah, no, that's just in the search area. And after that, we have just the NB as a 2. And just found the 2 most similar blocks in this search area. For example, we found this one and this one. Now we just go to the frame 2, and found for these 2 found these two blocks here, and found that for these 2 blocks the search area around both of them. So again, we found the 8 similar blocks of in this search area with this block. For example, we found so for each of this search area, we have 8 blocks. Total has the 16. just sorted both of them, and because the NP is equal to 2, just pick up just 2 of them. Maybe the one of them is here, one is here.
You search for 16, but only kept 2.
Yeah, exactly. We found 16.
So how can you find that 16? I mean, if you use block matching, you should search entirely in the region.
Is it? Yeah, okay.
So you should go through every candidate.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, I mean that
how can you only keep 8, but get first the best 2? I mean.
No, I mean that
if you go through each candidate
I know.
region,
Okay.
you just pick the best 2. That's finished. But what's the purpose?
No. Yeah, I use this one because maybe we can just change the number of the blocks.
So
yeah, it's exactly
8 is a buffer, right? But you only pick the first 2.
Yeah, the first 2.
If you need more, you can get.
Yeah, exactly. Because we can have more candidate patches, more candidate blocks.
So in your algorithm, so it's a variable, right? And if NB equal to 2 cannot get a good result, then you increase the size of the video. I mean by
because this one is a video, maybe, and they just talked about the fast video denoising, and really the code is really fast, and they found maybe the optimum of the searching and finding the
I mean, if you
block matching.
you want to use N2, why you keep N2 in your algorithm? I mean, then you use N2 N2 here?
Yeah, it's true.
No, I mean 8, the number 8.
No. The problem is, the fact is that, for example, here, we say that we were just found 2, okay, instead of 8. And we found 2 again here, okay? For example, we found the result of the H norm, for example, is 1, 2, 1, 3. But for here, we found for example, it has a 2.2, 2.3, okay? If we just found the 2 of this one, we don't know about the rest of that. And maybe the rest of that should be 1 point, for example,
But
4.
if you use the block matching algorithm, you should go through each candidate block, right?
Yeah, exactly. We just
If you
go through all
already
of
go
them.
through all of them, so you already know which one is the best. So how can you pick the 1, 2, and 1, 3 out of the region?
You use the H norm.
Yeah, you minimize this out, right?
Yeah, H norm of this one and all of the possible ones
in this
here.
procedure, you already know this 2 is the best 2, right?
Yeah. We want to just pick up 2 of them.
Yeah, but why you need another 6?
Another 8, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just talked about this one here. You mean that, for example, here just pick up 2, okay, and here just 2, and just discard all of the rest of that? Okay. We want to just minimize the minimum of the atom, okay? We found these 2 from this search area, and just found these 2 from this search area. Okay?
Yeah.
For example, this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Okay. And you want to just go to the next one, okay? But maybe, you don't know, maybe because the rest of this one has the 1.4. And I mean that, for example, this one is similar to this one instead of, for example, this.
So there are 2 per feature, and you should go back to track other candidates have a better result.
Okay, but and instead of just back to the rest of that, first of all, just found 8 of this one, 8 of this one. pretty easy. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I know the best tool is here, so then you.
No, I mean that we don't know the best tool is here and the best tool is here.
Why? If you minimize the R2 norm, you already know the best tool.
Okay, we know, but we want but we know just two of them. Something that you said because we know just two of them.
These two are.
We found all of the possible here.
So what's the criteria for the possible? You try to minimize the R2 norm in terms of the mean square error.
Yeah.
So those two should be the block has the smallest mean square error.
Yeah.
So you already know those two are the best two candidates values in the K.6.
No,
you mean you totally need 8.
No, we know. You mean that that's two after this one, you mean? Okay.
I didn't see any step you use the other 6 in your algorithm.
Yeah, I said before that we use the N2 and NB as a parameter because of the just changing, because both of them are the variable. And we can change the variable for finding the, for example, better results.
We can talk about
Okay, sure.
Okay, I know I guess it's good. Can you could repeat in 1 minute again, like the algorithm, like the whole thing, like how high level, like what?
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah, you can use that one also. Yeah.
For the V-BM3D, I talked about the two-step V-BM3D algorithm. And the first step, we have the frames, and for each block in the frames, just found the 3D block. 3D block that and in that 3D blocks, they are similar to the first one. For the For each block here, we just found the similar blocks in the rest of the frames, and for the predictive search block matching, and we have something like that for each block. And after that, just apply the 3D transform on this block.
So how do you get that?
Yeah, I just talk about this one here. Yeah, now just this one is the flow chart. And now after that, just go through the chart. They apply the 3D transform on this block, these 3D blocks, and after that, apply the hard thresholding, and just get rid all of with some threshold, just start something as a noise from here, and after that, apply the inverse 3D transform. The result here is something like that. The size of this one is the same as this size. So, but we need just one block. For this goal, which is use the debate of the hard thresholding step and the 3D blocks here, and found just one block. In the next step, we just applied this step for all of the blocks and all of the frames, and found the frames and the new frames here, that applied all of this step on it. And again, it started from the block matching and found something like that here. And also we use these blocks. Yeah, I will talk about this part later. And just use the 3D, apply 3D transform on both of them. And after that, use the winner filtering on it. And again, inverse, apply the inverse 3D transform here. And again, we have something the same as the size of this 3D block here. And use the weight of this step. And found just one block for the one block that we just mentioned here. So for all of the blocks and all of the frames, again, apply the step 2, and we have the final denoise video here. And I will talk about the predictive search. Yeah, predictive search here. For example, we want to just found the similar blocks for this block, and for example for the frame 1, and now our current frame is this one. We assume the search area around this block. And exactly for in frame 2, we have this search area in the same coordinate of this search area in the frame 1 here. And use the L2 norm for finding N2 blocks that are similar to the first block, that are reference block, if we call it this one as a reference block. And for 8 blocks, 8 fun blocks, just pick 2 of them that are most similar to the reference block. For example, we have this one and this one. And again, just go through this one now is our current frame. Just assume that these 2 are our blocks, and just found the search area around this one, and this search area is exactly the same coordinate with this block, and this one is the same as this block. For both of them, found again into blocks that are similar to the reference block, and for both of them. And now we have 16. So again, we just pick up 2 of them. Maybe we talk is here, or one of them is there, one is there. For example, we have this one, for example, and this one. And again, for the main frame, just found found the similar blocks, two similar blocks that are similar to the reference block. So if this one is our reference block, this one, the reference block, and we just applied our predictive search for all of the frames for the reference block. We have something like this one as a 3D block.
So does it apply to all blocks?
Yeah. And each of them is for that in the each frame, and they are similar to the reference block.
So the 3D block is two times of number of frames,
Yeah.
size.
accept.
So how can you find the 8 candidate blocks in
Here, just use the edge node, or all of the.
You shift the windows?
Yeah. And the search area, they just search area as a 5 for the, if we have 8 for it.
If you shift the windows go through the entire region, you can directly know which blocks are the best tool, right?
Yeah.
But
But we have 2. This one is really small. The search area, if the search area is 5 for the center of the each block, and if I just say another word has, for example, element for element, and our block is just 8 by 8, is found here. Okay.
where you find
For the block, this one is for all of the, if the block just be here, for example. But they said something like the 5, that this means that it's just 5 for the center of the, here, center of the block. Should be 5 or 5. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Something I said about the predictive search. For example, if the target is the red one, the red one is that one here, and we found in this one is the current frame, and for the previous frame and the next frame just found, for example, these 2, and again this one should be the current frame. Now the current frame is here, the next frame, and found again this 2, and again just so on and so on for the rest of the frames. Yeah, this one is the main algorithm for the V-BM3D. Yeah. Here is the predictive search that I said, and we found the SAX as a set of the coordinate of the blocks, the found blocks, and in the step 1 in the 1, 1, and E, we found we just applied the 3D transform on the ZSAX, and after that applied the hard threshold link with this lambda, and again just inverse the result of here, and found the var SAX the same size of the ZSAX. If you remember here, now we have the 3D blocks, the same size of this one here, and want to just one block. So for this one, we found the weight of the void.
What's the Z in 118? What's the Z?
Yeah, the Z is the, you can just show. yeah, the Z is the block. Z is each block for the each frame. Yeah, Z is the block. The block that you want.
C.
Yeah, the
What's
reference
the X?
block. X is the coordinate of that. For example, yeah, the coordinate of that in that frame. And yeah, in here we just found the weight of the Y X prime as a the Y, yeah, the Y is each of this block here should be as a Y X prime. So we found for each of them the weight, and after that just apply. They just use this one this way and found and this one and found just one block. In the step 2, instead of using the threshold, hard threshold, we use the linear filtering. So again, instead of applying the predictive search on Z's, we apply the predictive search on the output of the step 1, and here just as a use the linear filtering here and use the ZSAs and the output of the first step and found the YSX. So we have again this problem here. We have the block, the 3D block, and we need just one block. So we use this weight and this block and use and we have just one block with here, one block here. Okay, maybe some presentation asked me first about the transforms. Yeah. For the you asked me? Yeah. For the transform, they use for the 3D transform in the first. Yeah. They use two transform for each step. One of them because it has the 3D for each of the. As I said, we found they just transform by orthogonal wavelet. For both special for the both for the both dimension of the block, and also they use the hard transform just for the time dimension. And also for the next step, the next step, this one was the same for the both steps. But for the step 2, instead of using the orthogonal wavelet, they use the 2D DCT transform for both special dimension. And another thing, for example, for the lambda, lambda for the thresholding. 2.7 for the lambda, and yeah, okay. For the sigma, they use the sigma is the as a Gaussian for the Gaussian noise because they work under just Gaussian noise, and the sigma is would be the variable here, and can just change the sigma as a denoise as a noise of the video. Okay, that's it, and maybe you can just want to just see the video for the noisy. This one is the noisy video of the signal, and this one is the noisy video of that. Yeah, as I said before, this one is for the V-BM3D. And for the V-BM3D is exactly something like that, but instead of finding this 3D blocks for all of the frame, they just found this 3D for just for the and the single image that they are working on. Yeah, that's it. If you have a question. And yeah, I mean, I just I think I think you remember the Fowler denoising paper. Yeah, the Fowler. Yeah, that was exactly something like that, but it's a little different. That, for example, they work on the single image, and instead of finding this 3D and finding the similar block, they work exactly just use that one. But they use just for one noisy block. Yeah, I mean that for just one noisy block, they apply the transform, and after that thresholding, after that inverse that one, and again filtering, transform linear filtering and inverse transform. But for them, they just found the 3D blocks and applied the 3D of the transform on them.
Can you go back to the picture?
Here?
Yeah. So why do we need step 2 actually? Like what was so special about step 2?
You mean why?
The second step. Yeah.
I think
so the second step is kind of repeating the first step,
yeah, the second step just complete the first step for them. Here they just they apply the thresholding, and here still they have some noisy blocks here, and again they apply the linear filtering on that block, that noisy block. Then this one, the noise of this block is less than this one, but it still has noise.
So how do we combine that in the second step, like for the block, the 3D transform, like the two of them? Like
this one, you mean that how they combine
I mean the red and blue step.
Here,
how do you?
they use that one for in the linear filtering. For example, yeah, here is a step 2. They found the block, the block matching on the result of the step 1, and found the SX again here, and they use the ZSX Z6 here. Yeah, this one is the Z6. This one is the output of the block matching of this step 2. So for finding the final, they use they apply the 3D on the Z6 and using the gain filtering here and apply the gain inverse 3D on all of them and found the bar 6.
When is this paper again?
2007. The V-BM3D exactly is the 2007. I think 2 months before this one. That one is for the single. That one is for the video. But this one is really strong because I'm not really good in the denoising. But I saw a lot of papers that just work on that and just compare with this one. And also for the matrix computation, we just compare with this one too. And this always have another paper for the super resolution, and it was really good.
Who did that again?
It is for the Finland. I don't know, you know the names.
One question.
Yeah.
In the chart, so the idea maybe if you find the 3D data of each block, after that, instead of applying 3D transform, you can use, for example, matrix computation.
Yeah, I was thinking about something like that. Maybe instead of because for the matrix computation, we for the block matching, we have something the diamond for the block matching. But this one is, I think it's so, it seems to be better than that one. We can use this block matching and after that apply the matrix computation. Because for our work is exactly 3D blocks. We have the 3D blocks.
Cool.